You're listening to 30 Pounds Down, where losing weight is simplified with healthy habits. I'm Glenda Hill, a nurse turned holistic nutritionist. Let's go to the show. Hello and welcome, my friend. Today we're talking about break free from meat. And this is a strategy to stop the weight gain. So you may be thinking, well, how does meat contribute to weight gain? Well, the studies show that hormones and the antibiotics that are used for meat production is really the problem. It's what has a negative effect on weight regulation in humans. All right. And so what we want to do is make sure that we're not ingesting or consuming anything, any meat or any other type of processed food that has hormones and antibiotics, because that will cause us to gain weight. Yeah, I want you to just picture yourself breaking free from the chains of meat dependence. Just think about your life where food serves as nourishment and as a source of vitality and joy. What I'm sharing with you today will arm you with the tools and the knowledge to gently ease meat out of your diet so that you can embrace health-promoting fruits and vegetables and legumes and grains, all the things that you need for a healthy body and weight. The secret to the vibrant health that we desire, it's hidden in plain sight within the scriptures. God laid out a perfect meal plan for us. It is a meal plan abundant in grains and fruits and nuts and vegetables, foods that energize our bodies, sharpens our minds, and fortifies our endurance. These are the specific foods that are mentioned in Genesis 1:29 and Genesis 3:18. It talks about the foods that brings us closer to God's original design. And it offers us a life of vitality because it's free of the chemicals of the modern processed foods. So what we want to do is eat the foods that's outlined in Genesis so that we can really open ourselves to a life where food becomes a source of joy, a source of our health, and not a source of stress and cravings or guilt. All right? Eating meat and other processed foods exposes us to chemicals that stress our nerves and overtax our digestive system and disrupts our hormonal balance. So you can see why we would want to make fruits and veg the dominant foods on our plates every day. This is a path that offers freedom from that endless cycle of dieting, counting calories, tracking macros. I hope you're ready to give all that up, okay? Now, lentils and beans and grains, these easily provide the protein that we would need and people generally get from eating meat. You know, that's one of the main reasons they say they eat meat, because they want that protein. But the beans and the nuts and the seeds have a superior quality of protein that the body can assimilate and use. And it can be incredibly flavorful and diverse. So you want to use a variety of herbs and spices and different cooking techniques that you can create dishes that are anything but bland and boring. So you can have tasty, delicious meals. Remember the story of Jacob and Esau in Genesis 25, verse 29 through 34? It tells the story of Esau, who was the older brother. They were twins, but Esau was the older brother, so he would get the birthright. But he sold his birthright to his brother for a dish of lentil stew. Wow. Can you imagine that? Just selling your birthright? You know, you get all of the riches and the kingship position and all that. He sold that for a bowl of lentil stew. It must have been something that was smelling good and he ate it all up. I hope you read that story. It's very good for our soul and for our psychology. Okay. What this story tells us, though, is that it demonstrates that even simple plant-based meals can be very satisfying. What science tells us about the original diet is that these whole foods, they enhance digestive health. And when you improve your digestion, you're going to promote both physical and mental health in several ways. Plant-based food supports the digestion and keeps you regular. It reduces the bloating and discomfort that saps your energy so you don't be irritable. So that's going to help your mental health as well as your physical health. Also, it reduces stress on the body because the processed foods, they can add additional stress on the body because of the excess sugar, unhealthy fats, and the chemical additives. But when you eat the whole food, you reduce the stress, allowing your body to function more efficiently so that you can have greater energy. And, a common thing that I hear is that for people who eat raw vegetables, they sometimes feel bloated. But I want you to know that's an easy fix. Okay? Cooked vegetables can be even more nutritious when prepared with gentle cooking methods. So we're talking about carrots, spinach, kale, broccoli, bell peppers, sweet potatoes. These are examples of veggies that when you cook them, they provide vitamins and minerals. Okay? So don't give up on vegetables just because maybe raw vegetables have you feeling a little bloated. Don't give up. Just cook those vegetables, okay? As a holistic nutritionist, I create meal plans to help you eat more fruits, more vegetables, and fewer meat products. But this is a skill you can quickly learn. If you want a simple, easy, and enjoyable transition to eating for your best health, I can help you with that. If you want to get started with a meat-free meal plan, I encourage you to go for it. Go for it today. This is why a meal plan as a tool can make life easier when you're aiming for a healthier lifestyle and sustainable weight loss. Having a meal plan in place takes the guesswork out of your day. It's like having a roadmap for your meals. And this is going to make sure that you're not just grabbing whatever is convenient. You have a plan. You're more in control, right? This way you can focus on eating nourishing foods without worrying about what to cook. Also, having a meal plan, you can take control of what goes into your meals. So you can have protein-rich beans, nuts, seeds, high-fiber whole grains, and all the fruits and vegetables you need to feel satisfied and stay energized, right? Even healthy fats, like those found in nuts and avocados, they add a satisfying touch to your meals. So here's a few tips for transitioning to a meat-free type of diet, right? The first tip is to plan your breakfast for the next 3 days. I don't usually go beyond 3 days because our taste buds change. We may want something different. And that's the whole point about meal planning. You want to prepare meals that you like, you enjoy, okay? You don't want to eat something because it is on your meal plan. You're not forced to eat that. You want to have that freedom and flexibility. So start by planning your breakfast for the next 3 days. Think about what you enjoy, what is practical for your mornings, okay? You know what your morning is like, so you want to make sure it can fit into whatever your activities are. If you're looking to mix things up, check out healthy breakfast ideas in books and blogs, all on the internet. It's all out there for you. Don't be afraid to try something new. Another tip is consider variety and leftovers. Leftovers as a part of your meal planning, that is a big time saver. Okay, but you still want to consider variety as well. So To keep things interesting, switch up your fruits, use different grains, and explore new flavors with herbs and spices, right? Consider how breakfast leftovers can be used for lunch or your dinner meal. Using leftovers as a strategy on your healthy weight journey, not only does it reduce food waste, but it saves time and money, right? So here are some ways to transform some of your breakfast leftovers into satisfying lunches or dinners, okay? So let's say you have extra pancakes or waffles. Just use them as sandwich wraps, right? So you can put some avocado and spread it on some pancake or your waffle and just add some tomatoes and cucumbers and a handful of leafy greens, and you have a nice lunch wrap. Yeah. Or you can have something that you never thought about, and that is adding some sauteed onions, bell peppers, and mushrooms onto your pancake wrap or your waffles, and you have something very, very hearty and savory, right? If you have leftover quinoa or rice bowls or overnight oats, you can always throw them into your smoothies, right? But think about adding beans and vegetables. And so you can have a nice lunch or a dinner. Potatoes or sweet potatoes, if you have leftover roasted potatoes or sweet potatoes, you can repurpose them by making a hash for your lunch or your dinner. Just add some sauteed onions and bell peppers and maybe put some beans on there give it some more heartiness, right? This is all fun. This is a fun way to enjoy your leftovers and to avoid wasting food. The main ideal here is to be creative with your leftovers and just find ways to incorporate them into your meals without much effort, okay? Now, the third tip I want to share with you is to shop for your first draft of meal ideas. I know that when people start doing their meal plan, they may make out their meal plan, do their shopping list, and they go through and make out their menu. But I do just a first draft of my breakfast menu, and then I go to the store or the farmer's market and get the things that I need, including proteins, whole grains, fruits and vegetables. Make sure I get everything. But there are times when you can't get everything that's on your list, and so then you have to go back and redesign everything. That's why I only do a first draft of my breakfast menu in my meal planning. And then I create my more solid meal plan based on what I was able to buy from the store. I hope that tip is clear for you, because this is the way you make this meal planning process a whole lot easier. If meal planning feels overwhelming to you, I'm here to help. As a nurse, I've seen how unhealthy diets have impacted people's health. So I turn holistic nutritionist. I offer personalized meal plans and coaching to guide you through the process. And like I said earlier, meal plans, you can develop that skill very quickly. You can become proficient and confident. And if you put your whole heart into it, put your faith into it, and you partner with God on your healthy weight journey, there's no reason why you cannot enjoy a meat-free lifestyle and fill each plate with fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds that is going to give your body the vibrancy that you're looking for, plus the healthy weight, right? If you enjoyed what I shared with you, my friend, please share it with others. Subscribe to my channel. Peace to you, and have a great day.